guys, welcome to or welcome back to Cooking with Pouncy. Thank you so much for tuning in, and if you like what you see, please hit that like button, and I would really appreciate it if you guys would subscribe to my channel if you like what you see, and let me know what you think as well. So this afternoon, I don't know what neck of the woods you guys are in. It's 97 degrees here right now, very unseasonably warm. I went to light my grill just a moment ago, and the grill's under a cover, its own cover, vinyl or whatever. The grill is at 425 degrees and there's no fire in it. Although I just lit it, but just sitting there in the sun, it's 425 degrees. So, won't take me long to heat it up, will it? So, anyway, what I'm going to do with that heated up grill this evening is I'm going to make some grilled turkey thighs. I made some smoked turkey thighs the other day. They turned out phenomenal, as they always do when I smoke them. I don't usually cook them on the grill, but I recognize that some of you don't have a smoker, and so I'm going to grill these. But the same process, I'm going to bone them out, and very few seasoning. I'm going to show you those in a little bit, and put whatever you want on yours if you decide to make these for yourself and your family. So taking out of these thighs, I'm going to be using some coarse ground black pepper for spice or seasoning. I'm going to use some regular salt here. Of course, you can use the salt of your choice, be it kosher or sea salt or what have you, okay? I'm going to rub them with just a little olive oil. It's probably going to be half a teaspoon on each one of them, just for some adherence to the seasoning on my thighs as I get them ready to put my seasoning on them, okay? I've got something here called, if you guys have watched my videos, this one's seafood blends. This is seafood magic. You might say, well, you're putting seafood on turkey, for God's sakes. This stuff can be used on anything, as with most of his products, okay? I'm not endorsing anybody. I use this a lot, guys. Sometimes I use this seafood on some of my poultry, and it is phenomenal, okay? So don't be afraid to experiment if you've not tried crossing these things like that before. These are excellent. Read the label. It'll tell you. You can use it on any other kinds of meats that you're cooking as well. All right, so I think that's all I've got to show you there. We're going to don our gloves. My turkey's already been washed and patted, as dry as I can get it. And so now we're going to show you again how to take that bone out if you didn't see that video. And again, it's very simple, very, very simple. But you want to take the bone out because you want to slice these when you're ready to eat them, okay? So let's just do that. And I'll show you my little paring knife here, and I got a boning knife as well, boning knife, paring knife, and I'll use one of these as I take my glasses off so I can see, and I always say that in my video. So here's one of those turkey thighs, okay? Not too much stuff you have to toss out or don't use on these things. I see some coagulated blood and stuff here. I'll take that off, but right alongside the bone, guys, that's all you gotta do, all right? Turn it over to the other side, and do the same thing. I'm on the bone, I can feel it as I'm doing this, right? You want to stay right on that bone because you don't want to cut down into the meat, particularly, and go through the meat to the cutting board. You don't want to do that. So now I'm going to go underneath that bone. You'll see the knife come out right here, right there. I'm underneath the bone. The bone's on top right here, guys. And I'm just going to slowly go up to the very top where the knuckle is here, where the joint or whatever that was, okay? I'll do that. And that's how you're going to take that out of there, just like that, all right? And each one of them will be that same way. All four of them, I should say. 6, I think I got. All right, so we're going to do that. I'll take this off so you can see the whole thing. So here you are. Very little meat left on the bone. I could have even gotten a little bit more of that off, but hey. So let's square this off. There's some cartilage right here. Each and every one of them is going to be the same way. There's the knuckle there, joint. I'm just going to square this off right across here, right? Just square it off because there's a lot of cartilage and chewy, tough stuff you don't want to eat anyway right in here, all right? So that's off. See how square that is? That's ready. A little bit of coagulation here that I don't like, and I'll just take that off. Not a big deal. It's right there. And here's another little vein or something right here. I'm going to take that off too because I don't like it because it's ugly. Let's just get that off. I'm taking more time than I need to take with this here too. But again, it's ready. That's all you got to do, all right? I just wanted to show you that. I'll show you one more. Again, the bone's in the center. Bone's in the center on each one of them. They don't move around. They don't change. And it's a very simple process. Watch yourself. Do not cut yourself. My knives are very sharp, as is with this one. And so I'm being very careful here. I might look like I'm being reckless, but I'm not. I know what I'm doing here, guys, and so you have to be careful as well so you don't cut yourself. There's the bone again. It's all exposed right here, guys, see? I'm going to turn it over, do the same thing on the other side of the bone without going through. If I went through, I'd come out over here, and we don't want to do that. You don't want to pierce that, all right? So there you go again. I'm just using the tip of my knife, which is one of the things I can control, one of the reasons I'm controlling it, okay? And again, we're going to go underneath the bone. Again, it's really simple, guys. Don't be afraid to do this, because I'm going to take that old bone out like I did the other one. Here we go, man. Right on the bone, guys, just like that, right? See, I took even more meat off of there. All right, we're going to square this one off again, too. So I'll turn it around for you so you can see that. So here's that bone just hanging out, waiting for me to cut it off. There's that knuckle joint thing there that I told you about. So we're going to cut right across here. There's a little bit of meat left on here, guys, but let's not be penny-wise and pound-foolish and cut ourselves. So there you have it. A lot of chewy stuff there you wouldn't eat anyway. And that's pretty clean. I don't see any other excess stuff. Yeah, I do. Just kidding. Right here again. I like the looks of it. Kind of finicky, guys. You guys are too, aren't you? Anyway, I don't like the looks of that, so just cut it off. And that's the end of that deal. I'm done with it. Oh, I thought I was done with it. There you go. There you go. There you go. It's a vein or something here, guys. I don't like that. I just don't like it. I don't like it. There it is. It's out. There it is, guys. Okay? Leaving the skin on. I'm not taking the skin off. All right? That's it. I'm not going to bore you with the other 4, but that's what I'm going to do with the other 4. And when you see this again, I'll be applying my seasoning, and we're going to be ready for that grill that's already 400 degrees when I turned it on, for God's sake. So everything's all cleaned up. Hot soapy water and all my sink over here. You guys do the same thing. Watch your cross-contamination. I'm trying to be careful also not to get this on my countertop here, and I won't. I'll get them too crowded there so we can't control what we're trying to do here. Cross-contamination is a very important thing, guys. I'm using, of course, my left hand. This hand hasn't touched any meat, and that's a good thing. I don't want to either, right? So let's put this one right here. All right, now we're going to take that olive oil that I talked to you about with this hand again, and we're going to put maybe a half teaspoon on each one of these, all right? All right. That's for the front and the back. And this one right here, all right? That's all you need, just a little bit to coat so that your seasoning will stick better. So I got a little oil on each one of them, and I'm going to go underneath. It'll get both sides as well. That's all you have to do, guys. It's not a big deal, okay? Okay, I can feel that skin underneath just as I'm touching it, getting slippery because it's getting oil on it. And it was just about a half teaspoon, if that much, on each one of them, all right? Okay, that's enough of that. Got that one there. Got that little guy. Now, again, I haven't touched any meat with my hand. That's about cross-contaminating. You don't want to do that. And we're going to shake a generous amount of black pepper because we like black pepper. It's not going to make it too hot either, so I'm going to put black pepper on this little guy here too. All right, and then we'll put our seafood magic, guys. Seafood magic. Yep, not chicken magic, seafood magic. I've used it many times before. I'll put a generous amount on here too because I know it's not going to be too salty. In fact, I'm going to add a bit more salt, a little bit, because I know what the first ingredient in this stuff is sugar, although it won't be sweet. Just experiment, guys. You'll be fine. Just experiment. Branch out a little bit. Don't let anybody tell you you're losing it because you're putting seafood stuff on poultry. It's okay. All right? All right, so there you have it. I'm going to put a little bit of salt because I know I'll need a little bit, just a little bit. Maybe I don't need it. Maybe I won't do that. And that's okay too, guys. I'm trying to cut down on that sodium deal because it's not good for you. So let's not put any salt on them, okay, on that side. So let's flip them over. And I'll transfer them to this dish. It's already already cleaned again. As I said, make sure your stuff is all clean and not touching and cross-contaminating anything, and everybody will be fine. All right. These look good. Well, not really good enough to eat, but they look good. All right. So we're done with that. I want to take them out to the grill. I'm going to transfer my camera out there too, so you'll see the whole process going on the grill. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm out here in this heat, and it is hot. So I'm being cumbersome here because I'm about to drop this. I've got a thermometer. I'm squinting because I'm looking into the sun here. But anyway, I got my little digital thermometer. I told you I was going to try to attain about a 180 degree temperature internal. Here's the turkey that you just saw inside. And again, guys, I'm squinting. I really can't see the camera at all. It's so bright out here. So let's go ahead and put these on, and we'll get this process started. I'm going to put them on skin side down, and there you have it. And it was hot. It was probably 500, pushing 600 degrees before I opened that cover to let some of that heat out of there, okay? And you might be able to hear them sizzle. Again, guys, if you've not tried these turkey thighs, they are really, really, really good. Really good. You know, and you can serve them with cranberry sauce. Guys, I'm hurting because I didn't put any more salt on them, but I'm okay, guys. I'm telling you, I'm trying to cut down on the sodium like all of us should. So I didn't put any additional salt. Like I said, I think you can see those as I squint and look into the camera. I didn't put any additional salt on them because that stuff does have salt in them, even though the first ingredient is sugar. So I'm going to go ahead and kick my burner up just a little bit here. Close the lid. I'm shooting for maybe no more than 45 minutes. I'm going to get some nice color on them before I turn them over, I think. So we're going to go inside and wash my dish again. And I'll be back out here in another, I'm going to give them probably 10 minutes on that one side. Maybe a little longer. I'll kind of peek at it, look at it, see what kind of color I got on it. And then when it's time, I'll flip them over and we'll go. But again, I'm looking at maybe about a 45-minute cook with these things, all right? So, it is, okay. All right, guys, it is still hot. Not that I expected it wouldn't be. And it's been about 7 minutes since I put these on. And I think I'm going to deaden them for the first time here. I think I'm going to do that, yes. This is the hottest part of my grill here because I got a lot of flame right here. So let me turn this and see what it looks like. It looks good. It looks good. I'll be turning them several times, guys, because the turkey itself has got oil in them. And remember, I put a little olive oil on them. That helped them along and helped the seasoning stick on them without all the sodium we were talking about earlier. And they're looking good. And again, they've only been cooking for about 7 minutes. I'm shooting for about 45 minutes, I think. I'll tempt them. I'm trying to reach that 180, so we got a ways to go yet. But they're doing really good. I don't think I got too much heat on them. That one's got a little darkness right there, but it'll get darker as it sits there as well, too. But I'll be controlling what's going on here, guys. And again, I'll be back. Everything's washed up again. You can't wash things too much, guys. So I just washed my dish again. The cooked turkey, when it finishes, of course, will be in here. And wash my tongs as well. And so it's onward and upward from here, hopefully 45 minutes later, using my thermometer. You should have one too. Don't guess. I've seen people doing this. I've done it before too. Get yourself a thermometer. They aren't that expensive. And you won't have to guess at your temperatures, okay? Because it's critical sometimes that you don't do that. All the time, I guess. All right. I'm going to close this up, and then I'll be back with you at another point in time with the turkey on the grill deal. All right, guys. I'm holding this camera in my hand. I got a signal a while ago that my camera was overheating. So I had to take it inside into the air conditioning area, but I wanted to bring it back out to show you. I took it off the tripod. I've never got a signal that said my camera was overheated. So, but anyway, it was. But here's what they look like right now. Probably got about another 20 minutes cooking time. I just temp them, and they're about a 167. I got a little guy back here. I'm going to take it off and put it up on the top here, because we really don't need a whole lot more heat on this, okay? That's a little one. I'm going to do the same thing to this little guy right here, too. And I don't forget that temperature that we were after. These are heavier. Again, I'm sorry about the camera moving around. Anyway, these are heavier, and so I'm going to leave those here to get that temperature that we're trying to get here, up to that 180. They're looking good, guys. So, again, I think you can see that. And I'm going to close this up. And again, I think we got about 19 more minutes to go here. And we'll certainly be in that temperature range that we're looking for. So anyway, it's hot. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. As I mentioned earlier, holding the camera in my hand, my camera overheated. I did not know it would do that, but it did. Anyway, I brought it inside and it was okay because it's air conditioned in here. And we live to film another video. So anyway, I did finish them off. They look really, really good. They're very moist. I let that skin side stay down so I could get some nice color. I think you can probably see that. A little crunchiness even around the edges. I wanted to crisp that skin up, and it did beautiful. Actually, excuse me, these actually only cook for 38 minutes, a little bit longer. Well, let's just round it off to 38 minutes, not 45. And again, I took the bone out, and some of them are pretty thin, as in this little guy right here. A little dark spot right there. It got charred. That's okay. I was nibbling on all those pieces hanging off there while you guys weren't looking anyway. I see moisture here when I picked that one up. You can see it maybe glistening as well. They turned out really, really well. So again, guys, you can serve these with anything you want. See the moisture? You can serve these with anything you'd like to serve if you decide to make these for yourself and your family. But they are going to be absolutely scrumptious. I know that, guys. I've done them many times in the smoker, and I'm going to get the same results here without the smoky taste. I don't have a problem with that because I have a large smoker, but some of you might not have a smoker, and this is how you can do it on the just on your regular grill. And so we're going to enjoy these immensely. So again, I'm going to ring off this time, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to Cooking with Pouncy. Please, if you like what you see, hit that like button. Tell me what you think as well. And Cooking with Pouncy's grilled turkey thighs. They're going to be really phenomenal.